Hey guys, it's Erin here. Welcome back to my channel. If you hear TV in the background, that's because I'm trying to drown out the sounds of the fireworks going on outside. So please pay no attention to that. I'm sorry that has to be in the video, but my dog is very scared of the loud noises.
I myself am a nurse. My daughter's going to physician assistant school for passing on.
And that one you just heard. Yeah. So I'm going to try to get this done for you guys as best I can. And hopefully it won't be too bad. Right now it's sort of distracting him so he doesn't feel as bad. He's right next to me, poor thing. And yeah, we're going to have to do this. So I'm gonna go ahead and I already primed my face and used a foundation. The primer that I used is the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer, and I used, as far as foundation is concerned, I used the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus foundation in the shade Rose Ivory. I did an e.l.f. haul recently. I think that was my last video that I did for you guys, or it may have been the video before. But yeah, so there's that. So you saw that I got a lot of goodies. What I did elsewhere with my face was I went ahead and put on the e.l.f. finishing powder in light medium. It's the one in this kind of package right here. And I guess I should have realized when it said light medium that it was going to be pigmented, because that is definitely pigmented. If you guys didn't get to watch my e.l.f. haul video, this, where the powder's at, actually lifts up, and you have a little sponge, which I know it looks really gross now, but you have a little sponge applicator that you can just hide in a compartment, and it all just snaps up like that. It's from the Beauty Bear or Bear Beauty line that they're doing. But what we're going to go into today, as far as the palette is concerned, it's the Baked Eyeshadow palette. And this one is the set for California. So it has a good mirror on it, and yes, all of these are baked eyeshadows. We're going to be working with 3 of them today. So let's go ahead and get it. Guys, sorry about that little delay. I'm going to go ahead and go into the palette. Hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm doing. I'll bring you a little bit closer here. And please do pardon the fireworks, and if I say something I shouldn't, please pardon that too. Alright, so the first shade that I'm going to be going into is this shade right here. You can see it. It's almost like a very light lavender purple. So I'm going to go ahead and take one of my eyeshadow brushes that is also e.l.f. And I'm going to go ahead on to that baked eyeshadow. Now you can also use your finger if you want. It's really up to you. But I'm going to go ahead and do it with a brush.
Course by course, you're making meals inspired by backyard cookouts. In your first basket, hot dogs.
Honestly, I wish we could all see a little bit better right now. But unfortunately, that's what happens when daylight leaves us. Okay. So I was going to do that as a brush, but I think what I'm going to end up doing is just taking my finger to it. So I'm going to take one of my fingers, rub it really hard on that particular shadow, and it comes off a little bit like that. So I don't know if you guys have to deal with stuff like this during your 4th of July, but it's really just ridiculous, honestly.
like the idea of a taco. I think this is a perfect.
Sorry, I'm going back in with a brush because it's just not working the way that I want it to. So that's kind of where the purple's going. And I'm like aggressively like scraping this and scrubbing it to get it to get onto the lid.
I agree. I mean, I definitely think the intent was there, but for me, it just felt just a little bit flat. I would have loved maybe a little bit of seasoning on the avocado.
So what kind of cooking do you do when you're at home?
Alright.
Asian Jewish foods are important to me because my mom is.
So, I mean, I'm just packing it on because as we go, it's probably going to fade a little bit anyway. So if you can see the purple kind of going on, I'll put a little bit more on this eye right here, a little bit more on this eye here.
I'm incredibly impressed with you rinsing
Okay.
potatoes and then mixing it with
So then I'm gonna go ahead and go into this silver shade right here. Again, you can go in with your finger if you like. However, I'm gonna go in with another e.l.f. eyeshadow brush and just really like gather a lot of product. I'm gonna go ahead and put it into my crease.
it's a little flat.
So go ahead and add more if you want to.
And I don't know if it's an appetizer, but I think it's a great bite.
Thank you, Kennedy. Finally, Lily, what have you made
And
for us?
take your finger if you need to and just sort of
Guacamole and potato salad.
rub it in a little bit.
Tastes of vinaigrette.
Go on
I really think it
into
was very unique how you
the other
just kind of
eye.
used that as your dressing. I loved how clean it was, and I think you did a great job.
Thank you.
Thank you for bringing a salad to a
Okay.
cookout because you need some sort of vegetable. Nice knowledge of taking the basket.
So-
You didn't want the hot dog and the salad, I don't blame you. And you wanted the croutons, so it's really good. But I wish I had some
Alright,
salt.
so you have that. If it looks a little sloppy right now, don't worry. It's gonna look better as we go.
Put the dressing on the dress the salad.
So the next shadow is just gonna be up on the eyebrow bone. It's gonna be this one right here.
So what kind of hobbies do you have?
And again, just kind of pack it on the brush if you can.
Connect writing with cooking because when you're cooking
And apply it
you're putting a little bit of yourself on each
to
bite
Lily, thank you.
that you make. Thank you.
your eyebrow bone.
In a few minutes, we will find out who is moving on to round 2. Thanks, kids.
Just really pack it on if you can, if you want to. That's entirely up to you.
Many cookouts in New York City. My favorite thing about like family cookouts is family, friends come over and we play games and it's a lot of fun. It sounds fun.
Now, I mean, we have a lot of different other choices too. So if you want to go in with like this gold color, I'll go ahead and show you what that might look like.
I'm a little nervous because the judges wanted more seasoning, but overall I think my taco is pretty good. I really just
So
hope I
just
stay.
Gentleness here.
But I really want to make it to the
Alright,
dessert round.
and
because
add
I'm
it
big, like, a
into
lot, and I want to have
this
a
other
dessert
eyebrow bone. Just really load it on. And actually, it looks really, really good. So I'm just gonna take my blending brush by ColourPop and I'm just gonna go really fast and just blend in the colors. And it actually worked out pretty well. So we're gonna go ahead and call that better. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and off camera, I'm gonna do my eyeliner and mascara. So I'll see you in just a second. Hey guys, okay, so I went ahead and did my liner and my mascara off camera. For the liner, I used my e.l.f. Intense Ink Eyeliner. It's the felt tip pen that I showed you before. And what I got in my e.l.f. haul, I got the waterproof lengthening and volumizing mascara. The tube looks pretty much like this. It's just a black tube, and it is in black. if you were to able to really see in my eye, my eyelashes actually look almost borderline like I'm wearing falsies. I'm not, but yeah, just wanted to share that one with you. So I also purchased two brushes in that haul, if you didn't get to watch it. I got the contouring brush. It's a little weird because I used it earlier today. And then I got the Ultimate Blending Brush by e.l.f. as well. Again, it's slightly colored because I did a look earlier today. And they're really comfortable brushes. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to use one of the blush and bronzer palettes that I purchased in my haul. This is the Fiji matte one. The Fiji matte one. So obviously you have your blush right there and your bronzer right there. And it does come with a little mirror. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my blending brush and I'm going to just very lightly tap in here, and you can already see like a ton of pigment. So we're just going to go ahead and give us that apple of the cheek.
I'm pretty confident in myself. I feel like I'm sort of like in a chess game.
And of course, my camera gonna be a little piece of crap, huh? And you see how pigmented that is? It's really, really pigmented. Now I go in for a little bit more because you know, I do. And I just wanted a little bit of blush, not a ridiculous amount. And this brush is so soft yet so intense at the same time. So we got enough blush on both sides to really make it look good. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take my contouring brush and I'm gonna go ahead and go into that bronzer. And I'm gonna use it as a contour. So you wanna always have your face like this. Suck it in a little bit. And follow the line of your blush. And just keep going. So you can sort of see that. I mean, it's really, really nice. So we'll go ahead and coat and do the same thing again. We're just gonna keep on going, even though people are doing that. Okay. So we have this here. Again, I'm so sorry if you hear a bunch of fireworks and jerk heads outside. Not what I want to say, but that's what I'm gonna say because I don't know what age you are when you're watching this. So go ahead and continue to do that till you reach what you want to do as far as your contour. What I'm gonna do after this, I'm not gonna apply highlighter or anything like I usually would. I'm going to go ahead and take one of my, if you saw my haul, it's a lip exfoliator and there's different flavors to it. You can get a lot of different options from e.l.f.'s website. This one here is called Cherry Tart and it is sweet and stuff like that, so you do you always kind of want to exfoliate your lips after a day of doing a lot of makeup or wearing a lot of makeup or whatever you do. So you just go just like this. Get a good amount on there and do that the same thing to your upper lip. Take one of your fingers, scrub it off really good, and then go ahead and wipe it off. And see, no matter how clean you think your lips are, they ain't that clean. So it gets that off and gives you a little bit of a taste to it. And it doesn't taste bad, it tastes pretty good. So I'll put that off to the side. And if you also, again, if you saw my haul, you saw that I got an e.l.f. moisturizing lipstick. And this one is in the shade Flirty and Fabulous, but this is like a neon pink slash fuchsia, which is one of my favorite colors, and I've been looking for a long time for one of these. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that to my lips. So you get a little bit of a pinky kind of shade here. You can do another layer if you want to, but I like how it's like subtle that way. I say that as I load more onto my lips. So it looks really nice. It doesn't get... Hang on, my camera's deciding whether it wants to focus or not. So you see that it's a nice even color. There isn't any in my teeth. Really the only step that we have left after that lovely color is added is to actually set the face. So I'm still going to go ahead and use the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus setting spray. And we're just gonna go ahead and see how all this works. Okay. Woo! All this got stuck to each other. Alright guys, so this is the finished look, like after you fan yourself off. This is the finished makeup job. Remember, we went in with these very beautiful colors for our blush and for our contouring or bronzing. It is a bronzer, so you could use a bronzing brush or something like that to really frame your face if you wanted to do that. For me, I loved it as a contour, so that's what I did, because I find that when I use bronzers I tend to look orange, and that's just because of my skin tone. But what can you do? Anyway, that's it for now. I'm not gonna, obviously you can do this look and have your hair up, or you can have your hair down. You can have it however you want. I just want to say thank you guys for watching my videos and giving me feedback. That's really amazing of you guys. I love being able to know that I'm doing things that you guys are enjoying and wanting to see more of, and that's awesome. That's fantastic. So if you guys still want to see more videos even after this one, please hit the subscribe button and tap on that little bell next to it for me. That little bell is going to let you know whenever I post a new video. It's going to send you a notification via either email or when you're out straight up on YouTube. So thank you guys so much. I'll have a list of the products below. It was pretty much all e.l.f. products, but I will make sure to let you guys know how it wears and stuff like that. But yes, if you would like to see more videos, please do subscribe and hit the bell. And I will see you guys later. Please have a safe July 4th. And I beg you, don't be the ones that do the fireworks, because I'm on the other side of this. And I'm saying it's really just, it's not worth it, because you're terrifying people and dogs. And any animal that is terrified of a giant boom. I mean, it sounds like a war zone here. I managed to mask it pretty well for the most part, but it sounds like a war zone, and like gunshots and everything like that. So just please be safe out there, guys. Please be safe out there. Alright guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video.